This week's guest is a guy called Adam Woodford, aka Woody. Woody is a singer in the UK hardcore band Polar. I met Woody on a tour at the end of 2014 and Polar had the worst fucking luck on that tour, but they've came out the other side with some great stories. So we touch on that and briefly talk about their new album. Polar have the reputation of loving a drink, so it was great to go head to head with somebody who was fully ready to beat me. But did he beat me? You'll just have to watch it and find out. This is episode 11, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Hello Woody, how are you doing mate?
Alright mate, how are you? Yeah, this took a little bit longer than expected to get here. Mate, it's a wicked idea. Just, you know, my lame ass trying to write musical tunes for people to hurt themselves to kind of got in the way. But I'm here, and it's happened. And you know, I followed the guidelines. I'm ready to go. So
yes, man.
How are you? I meant to ask, where are you in the world? Are you Scotland? Are you...
No, I'm in Germany at the moment. I've been here for the whole process since March 1st. I've been in Germany.
Right. Okay.
So I was at the time we're filming this. It is July 4th, 5th.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to be flying home on tomorrow to go and surprise my dad for his birthday.
Yeah.
His birthday's on Tuesday, and that's not fucking happened because the UK are obviously not letting people in it without going into quarantine. So if I go home at this point, I'm just going to have to sit for 2 weeks on my fucking own. So I'm just waiting until that's passed.
Just play it out.
But yes, mate. Thank you very much for doing this. I appreciate it. When
cool.
I spoke to you a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, you up for it? You're like 100%. And every time I message you, you're like, fuck, man, busy. I'm like, right, that's cool. But we've made it. We're here.
We made it. I'm here. Yeah, it's the only reason for missing them is in good nature of writing a new record. So you know, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to missing a good catch up with an old friend. Obviously we've just been stuck in a situation as the whole world has, and we've had to develop a way of writing a record in quarantine, which is not easy. It's very difficult.
I was going to guess it wouldn't be, but I'll get you. There's a lot of fuel to write about at this point as a vocalist. There's a
I'm swaying that. I'm not going. You know, I think Bring Me have just taken the throne on that. Like, you know, if you're going to write a song about current situations, I think that I'll let them take the lead on that one. But yeah, no,
that's nice of you, man.
Yeah. So we were obviously on tour beginning of the year. So woke up, went to bed in Switzerland on a tour bus with After the Burial. Woke up pretty much in Godalming, where I live. So that was a bit of a culture shock.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and we were out there. I think I've done 16 countries this year already.
Holy shit. Fucking hell, man.
So I went away. I actually, you know, everyone was getting corona. I was just going to every city to see what it was like, really. Seeing what the vibe's like.
That's amazing.
And then I've been home. And I do in normal life, obviously. The same with any musician right now is the sources of income is drying up or to zero, which is for a lot of people. So I'm working for Anderton's, the music company, which is nice.
Cool, man.
Yeah, doing some home life.
Are you enjoying the normal life or the normal outlook at this point?
It's harder because you're not looking forward to the tours, you know. And a usual, as we both know, a usual 12 months is you know, you're here, there and everywhere, you know. Home becomes a small luxury that you only get to go to every once in a while, you know, like as a stop-off point. Now it's, you know, 24/7 you're at home. It's been cool. I've kept to the guidelines. I haven't really done a lot. I haven't gone out far. I live in the middle of a woodland area anyway, so I'm just regressing to my younger generation years and drinking in the woods, you know. Let's go back, drink in the woods. Let's go and drink in the woods like we were when we were 16. So
that should have been the setting for this, man. You should have set this in the woods so you could be reliving your youth. Hotspot.
I was thinking this like massively. I was like, well, you know, maybe I'll go make this look interesting. You know, I'm just sat in a room that I write music in, and then I was like, yeah, they've got to take the laptop. Then you've got to get, you know, and I've seen the episodes. I know what's going to happen, and I've got to walk back after that. So like I took into full consideration that maybe if I'm going to collapse, carpet's nicer, than wood shavings. So yeah, I picked a comfortable spot to do it. But yeah, life is amazing, man. Life is going on. It's an interesting time to be alive. Let's say that,
For sure, man. That's honestly the only serious thing I really want to talk about, man. I was thinking about stuff the other day as well. It's been 6 years since we met, by the way. 6 years since that tour.
6 years.
Close your eyes. 6 years. The end of 2014, man.
What the tour where I basically went on holiday in Nice with no money and ended up in spending a week in one of the most expensive parts of France, living in a basement. Yeah, I remember it well. Yeah. And then the second van breaking down. That was, I think, one of the favourite moments of that tour was rocking up after getting hammered. Let's be honest. The second van broke down and we were like, fuck this, And we got dumped in a bar. We were dumped in a bar. And anyone that's known our history of our band, as you do full well, we're dumped in a bar, you're going to drink, and you're probably not going to have a sip of pint over an hour, you're going to drink. So we were up in quite a high altitude, and we ended up getting quite steaming while playing cards. And someone had then sent another van, Fluffed Wheels. I'm sure you know Fluffed Wheels, or is it Fluffed Wheels?
Yes, I do.
Well, they ended up sending a van to get us. They've packed us in this van. We're all half cut, getting driven at 130 to Prague. We met you outside, and it was literally out of the van, equipment in our hands, rush in, and it was like load on and play. I had the weirdest, and then if I remember correctly, a lot of drinking afterwards.
Yes, it was that night especially was because we hadn't seen you in days. Because that was I think it was Was it Marseille or something? The show that we broke down.
Yeah. So we did the first one, I think, and then
that was it.
And then we did the first one, and it was Marseille, and then we were supposed to go to Milan, and
yes.
we were we were in the mountains in driving through a very nice part of France. The pleasures of being on tour. One of the benefits. And then the van stopped, and then we were on the hill in the very nice part of France, and then we turned up in a massive storm, a horrific storm in the middle of Nice, no idea what's going on. We're on someone else's insurance, we're going into a hotel, and we just the only thing we could afford was 6 beers each a day out of Carrefour, and then they ran out, and then what the fuck are we gonna do? So we were roaming around, we would go for a walk in the evening, down to the beach, see the normal people eating who live normal lives and have money, we
can afford to eat,
they haven't just eaten a bowl of frankfurters mixed with pasta, with some random meat and some sauce, and just fingers crossed, and that feeds 6, So we were just literally, and we were supposed to be on tour, so it was a bit of a weird experience. I think everyone just shaved in dodgy moustaches and just did weird shit in Nice. You walked around Nice. Nice is lovely. I wouldn't take my time away from Nice at all, but over a tour, probably would have preferred to be on tour.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
That tour had stories. It had tales
absolutely,
that live
man.
to this day.
That was it.
Tales that I'm here today. I probably I'm here talking about them, so I've survived them. I think trashing an accommodation and having the police calling us was pretty much one of the moments.
Yes.
I've never seen so many snapped and broken fold-out beds in my life.
Man, I slept in the van that night. So that was the night we were all sleeping in that room. The venue is called Don't Panic, I think, but it's not the one in Essen. It's one it's in Dessau, I think.
It's the one on a little bit outskirts.
Yes. And I remember we were all drinking, and it was a fucking great night. It was so much fun. And then because it was so loud and stuff, and I had to drive the next day, I was like, right, I need to take myself out of the situation, go to bed, and then got woken up in the morning by the promoter going fucking mental. It's like, guys, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh no. Went in and just the aftermath. It was bad when I was there. But when I turned back up in the morning, I was like, oh god. I think we got paid a fine. I was like, man, it's fine, we'll pay for whatever we need to go. And then
we will pay.
Yeah, and then the other night I remember on that was in Berlin, when we had the whole day before we went out. We all stayed in the same house in Berlin. Drank vodka for the whole day.
So this has a bit of a history in the story coming out of Fab and I walking into a bar after pre-drinks, which were just Jaeger bombs, let's be honest. They weren't pre-drinks, they were just consistent shots of Jaeger bombs. And Fab and I walked into a bar, got in a fight before we had even got to the bar, and we're getting wrestled out the side door. So we lasted in one bar for about 32 seconds before we were getting kicked out. Which is, nothing to be proud of, but quite a record for staying in an establishment.
Yes.
But yeah, that night was... We had a driver which we had nicknamed the Raven. Do you remember Pistol Pete, like the Raven?
Mate, I still stay in touch with Pete.
Oh yeah,
I've met up with him twice since that tour. I met up with him. He was driving production for Take That, and I got a text from him being like, "Kaz, I'm in Glasgow. Do you want to go for a beer?" I'm like, "Yes, yes, I do." FaceTimes me from like Brazil. Like he's got a house in Brazil. He FaceTimes me. Seriously, man, I still stay in touch with that guy. I really like him.
You know, say hello for me if he's watching this. Hi, Pete. It was just it was an interesting tour. I remember him kicking us out the van after no sleep, driving through the night to get to the last show in Holland. He kicked us out in the van in the morning and was like, "Yeah, I've got to go to sleep." And kicked us out. We went and got some weed. And then he wouldn't let us sleep in the van, so we spent the whole day no sleeping. And then at the end of the night, when everyone's awake because the adrenaline's going through, we were smoking weed. He was like, "We're gonna go. The police are coming." It's like, what are they gonna do? Like literally, what are they gonna? And on our last show of one of the most chaotic tours, I was hustled into a van and sent home. That was probably one of the tours where, by the end of it, I think nobody hated each other, but it was like nobody really said goodbye. Everyone got out of the van, got into their cars, and they were gone. We'll talk about this another day.
Yes.
It was one of it had some moments, and we missed some good shows because if I remember correctly, Romania was good, and
yes, Romania was great. Even the Czech Republic, the day you turned up, that show was fucking amazing. It was rammed.
Cafe Rouge. I remember it well.
Yeah,
Cafe Rouge.
That was great, man.
Yeah.
Yes, but then obviously the thing for me that came out with that tour was us becoming friends, and we've pretty much stayed in touch since. I was supposed to come and see you when you were doing a Morecore weekend like a few months ago, and I wasn't going to tell you. I was just going to turn up to, because obviously I would be in Germany and you were in Germany, and there would be no reason for me to be there. And I made it to about 50 metres for the front door, and my night was over, man. I'd torpedoed a 70 CL bottle of sparkling wine for €50. And just fucking, that was the end of my night.
I remember being excited. It was Brickyard. It was the Brickyard because then I discovered that your missus works at the Brickyard.
Yes.
Well, she was repping the show. The world, 6 degrees separation, and it was Brickyard. And I was getting excited because I thought, he's going to show up. And I just remember you messaging me like, "Oh man, I've got to go." I was like, "Go!" It's like the evening hasn't even started. I've got to go.
Aye, man.
It's not a cafe, no. He can't time out. He's not tapping out that early.
That was bad news, man.
It was a good show. It was a warm day and it was a good show. But would have been better if you were there.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, we it's very hard to touring lives. Not being able to sort of see a lot of people. We meet people, loads of people, and it's hard. You never really miss it, like connecting with a lot of bands, a lot of people on the road as well. So yeah, it's a shame. We should change this. We should play in Scotland more, maybe. Like that. Maybe
that'd be good, man. I mean, the time that you were up with Devil Sold His Soul, I was there. We were on the drink. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was great. I enjoyed it. Always good to have a catch up.
Talking about drinking, let's fucking do this, mate. So Woody, I'm just going to quickly address the fact that my background's changed. I'm in a whole different country. As quick as that, really. So basically what happened was Woody sent me the file, but the file was cut by the website that he sent it from, so we lost the second half of this interview. The drinking part.
Which is the main part. It's the drinking part. So basically, what we did is we just had a video call, in which point I basically shotgunned a beer with you and bottle rocketed a beer, and then just went back to my family half cut. So now we're going to do it again with the purpose of actually having it in the interview.
Yes, absolutely.
You've got a different background. I've got no hair. You know, things change. So
got a different background, whole different drinks as well. What are you drinking now? Can you show your camera?
Yeah, I can. So I'm going for another Heineken again. Nice. That was a good one to shotgun last time. I thought we worked well together. Now the last time I did it, I actually, I pretty much brought piss to a shit fight and brought a 330 bottle, which isn't the rules. So the rules are that it's a 500ml bottle. So this time I'm actually going for a 660ml bottle of Camden Hells. Just a lovely lager, to try and compensate for my shortcomings the last time.
Well, that's good of you, man. And I'll be honest, I feel pretty fragile today. I've had a few beers. I've been drinking last night, and I'm a bit wobbly. But if there's ever a time that I do not back myself in this kind of drinking race, it is today. So I'm not making excuses, mate.
No.
It sounds like I am, though. Fuck me. But honestly, man, the fact that you're doing more as well, like, good on you, mate. If you, I reckon, knowing you, I reckon you're still going to get a good fucking time on the old leaderboard, mate.
Well, I'm trying to, I've now seen the leaderboard and obviously watched a lot of the episodes, and it'd be nice to have the name up there,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely something to tell the kids and the grandkids, time that I got a good leaderboard. It took me 2 attempts, but I got there and I got a good score. So,
and you're doing it for yourself, your own self and the band's name, man. I feel that you're the best guy for the job at this point. And I'm not taking away from any of the other boys. Sorry, boys, if you're watching, but I think you're the man for the job. So the way we do this is, well, I know we already know, but we'll go through it again. Put your hands in the air, away from everything. I will say 3, 2, 1. Shotgun. You shotgun your can. You finish that. You go straight into your bottle, and you drink them as quick as humanly possible. And you tell me when you're done, mate. Say done when you're done, and then we'll. Hopefully, I'm not sick everywhere, and we'll continue a little chat, mate.
We'll continue. My hands are here, just I'm ready. It's almost like I've done this before.
I know. I am dreading this, mate. Anyway, here we go. So,
here we go.
You have everything. You have your knife. You have everything you need.
I've got keys, can, bottle opener, straw. And
a huge thirst.
A huge thirst.
Perfect, mate. Cool. Right, I better put my knife down. I'm breaking my own rules.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you are.
Woody, are you fucking ready, mate? Here we go.
Oh, fucking ready.
Don't want to
Here we go. Right. You can do this, Cam. Come on. Come on.
Right, mate. 3, 2, 1. Drop it. Part of my violet brothers. I'm not ready for that. The first time we've done this was so much easier.
I've got to take the score, man. Oh man, this is wrong. Remember me. Oh, wait, fuck you up. Oh, damn it. Fuck me. Done.
Well done, mate. Fucking yes.
Oh.
How fucking hard is that? Aye. That was way harder.
That was a lot harder.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh.
But you are definitely... What do you think your time was there? How did that feel?
Oh, absolutely fucking shocking, mate.
You fucking nailed it. You nailed it on the one as well. Oh, God.
Look, mate, it's even coming back up. There you go. That's all. That was it. It was a lot of foam. It was a lot of foam. There's a lot of candle hells then.
There was, man.
Yeah. Oh, right, I'm with you. 3, 2, 1. Back in the room. Whoa. What a challenge, mate. What a challenge.
Fuck.
What an... Wow.
You done 160 mil more than you should have, and you still got a good time, mate. How do you think? How did it feel?
Did I?
Yeah.
It literally felt like I was getting punched in my stomach while I was trying to basically enjoy myself after being on tour for about 6 years in a row. Yeah, it just had pain. You know, a massive respect for everyone that's done this challenge. You know, you've got some great names out there. I literally thought I've done fucking terrible.
Well, mate,
and all I've got now is a slurry voice and a really bad pain in my stomach and a really bad leaderboard. You know, shame in my name, shame in the band's name. You know.
Well, mate, I don't know the exact time, but you look like, from what I can remember the leaderboard off the top of my head, you're sitting about maybe 5th at the moment. So, I mean, that's not bad, man.
It's not bad. How many people have been on it? 6?
No, this is my 11th.
Oh, okay. So that's all right. That's all right.
Absolutely. Honestly,
that's
man.
That's good. That's not bad.
The guy from Papa Roach, fucking... man, guess what he got? Guess what his time was?
Oh, mate, probably about, what, 60 seconds?
Mate, 25 seconds.
Fucking hell. You've been training?
Oh, I know. He knew it was coming. But yeah, man, he fucking
maybe,
absolutely killed it.
maybe we should, if he's watching, maybe we should go on tour together and he should teach me the ways of being able to drink that amount of alcohol in 25 seconds without throwing up foam at the same time. Bear in mind, this will probably be on the internet in about a week's time. And yeah, oh, Woody looks good. Look, that's pretty well as he throws up foam onto his carpet floor. Yeah.
Lockdown's
painted a really good picture. Yeah, really painted a good image here of myself.
Fucking hell, man.
But
no, that's
we done it.
We did it, and we made it. I know I've changed countries, I've changed backgrounds, everything. Like, you've lost hair. So everything, there's loads of shit happened, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's loads of shit. It continuously happens.
But you've lost hair through choice, mate. Your hair looks great. Right, so Woody, honestly, the other questions I usually ask on this, the first question I have for you is, what was your first ever show? And when was it?
My first
show,
ever show.
I guess big show, like that you've been to.
The big bad boy shows. Yeah, my first ever show was at the London Astoria in London, which was a very prolific venue, which very sadly has been taken down to become a car park. It was Deftones, Will Haven and Farr, back in 1998. When that's quite worrying. So it was quite a long time ago. Yeah, I'm quite old.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah, I'm quite old. Yeah, I am quite old. Yeah, I'm not going to give ages away. I'll let them do the sums if anyone wants to try and work it out. But yeah, I'm quite old. So that was the first one. You know, seeing Chino with his trousers around his ankles, shouting his head off, was like, I want to do that. I want to do that. I'm going to go and do that. So
that's a biggie, man. That's a big first show. I remember, I love Deftones, man. But I remember somebody, I can't remember who it was, man, like one of my friends from home, was trying to like explain what he thought Chino sounded like, and I totally laughed at this. He was like, it sounds like a man that's at a party and he's been woken up and a microphone's been put to his mouth and he's just went and done stuff, and then it's been in tune, and it's been like, that's what it says it sounds like. And I think that's quite fucking close, if I'm honest, but I really do like it.
You've just summed up the vocals for Polar for the last 10 years there. Like, literally.
I base my life on this. This is my dream.
Yeah, I've taken a large percentage of my life to do that repeatedly. A large percentage of my life.
Fucking
I don't
hell.
regret any of it, but I have taken, that's my look. That's my vibe.
That's your thing. Cool, man.
Yeah.
The other question I have for you, man, is, have you been, like, through lockdown and stuff, have you been checking out any new music? Is there anything that anybody should be checking out?
Prior to the beginning of the interview, part 2 as we should say it, music's a couple of things come out, like new Bury Tomorrow record.
Oh yes.
Cannibal. Sick record, and yeah, massive props to those guys for the chart positions with it, and the record sounds great, really really cool. Band have just become better and better with every release, and I think that record was deserving for them and everything that's come with it. So yeah, sick record. Loathe records, that's one record that I can constantly go back to. It's always just as exciting to hear it every time that it is to hear it the first time. And I'm massively in love with Spirit Box, who I was on tour with at the beginning of the year. So, and I think they're releasing some sick stuff. Like Courtney's got such a good voice. Her new track, like their new track, I should say, Holy Roller, is a really banging, or High Roller. I don't even know the name, so yeah, apologies. But yeah, great band, really interesting stuff. There's some really cool things coming out. I think it's everyone's kind of in a position to write music, so I think you're probably going to see more and more of it.
Absolutely, man. And did you see that Sam Ryder from Close Your Eyes? Have you seen everything that's happening for him at the moment?
I haven't seen. I've been watching him in videos and wanting to be able to sing like him. And
voice of an angel.
Get into it. Oh, that boy. But no, is he? What's the big things? Is he moving on?
Well, I don't know at the moment, man. But because he's been posting those Instagram clips, it was maybe a couple of months ago now, man. But Sia fucking reposted him, not on her story, but actually on her page. She was like, Justin Bieber's text my quarantine buddy saying to check out this guy singing my song, and it's Sam, and he's just went like, I think at the time he had like 120,000 followers or something like that, and in 6 weeks he's up to like 1.1 million. It's just went bananas. He's nailing it, man. And I'm so happy
again
for him.
Another very well deserved voice that needs to be heard.
Absolutely, man.
So,
and he's sellable.
Mad props to him.
He's a sellable chap. Lovely luscious hair.
He has. He's got the look.
He's got it, man. He's got it.
He's got the look.
Totally.
He had the look on that Close Your Eyes tour. He's got the look now.
Absolutely,
the beard is a great addition.
Absolutely.
The man's got the voice and the look. So yeah, no. Good luck to the guy. And I think he massively deserves to be a talent that goes further. So.
I agree, mate. I agree. I asked him to do this. I was like, he's like obviously in the midst of going up and whatever. I'm like, you know, you want to do this? He's like, nah, probably no. I'm like, okay. He's like, I need
probably not.
Probably not, mate. Go away.
Probably not. No, you need to get into the barrel cans and scrape, and that's where I turned up. And scrape that barrel and see what you can get. And luckily I'm around. I've got a bit of time on my hands.
Fuck me, that's not how it is, mate, and you know that. You were high up on.
No, I know.
You were high up on my list. I think honestly, it's been that long since we fucking done the start of this that you were demoing vocals and stuff. Do Polar have anything to promote at the moment, or
not necessarily promote? I guess the best thing to talk about it is we're doing a record. I think I don't think that's going to come as a shock to anyone. I think it as the positions that musicians are in now.
A band doing a record when all they have is time to write music.
All they have their time on their hands, making more music. Obviously the band's dynamics, making more albums. They're doing more. So the band's dynamics changed. We've got a new bass player and a new drummer, Noah and Gav. Gav used to be in Heart in Hand. Which is many people. So he was with them and Viatrophy, and Noah's been a friend of ours for years, and he's kind of come in. So, two fresh heads, newer styles of music. The dynamic is changing. We're doing some cool stuff with it. It's a bit hard to see where the final product may end, where we are with demos, because they always change massively. So it's going to be recorded later this year, definitely, which is 100%. So where we've got from now to where the record is going to be, I think a lot's going to change. But yeah, just doing different stuff, trying different things,
Amazing,
seeing
mate.
what works, what doesn't. Seeing how flat and sharp I am and how out of tune I am when we try and do these things. So learning curves for all of us, writing a whole record with new heads and doing something that's different. I'm sure there'll be people who want to bash each other over the head eventually when they're allowed to actually do that in a room together. So I've got high hopes for this one. High hopes.
Yeah, and that's the main goal as well. Make sure people want to kick fuck out each other. That's the main thing.
That seems to be what they want to do to us.
Love it.
We're not a pop. Well, we might be a pop act. Who knows? Who knows what we've done? It's good. It's cool.
Cool, mate.
It's us, but it's evolving, you know. So, and I think that's what we've always tried to do. So,
Cool. Well, thank you very much for your time, Woody. I really appreciate it, especially after all the
you're
shit.
more than welcome. No, twice is better than once in my eyes. And
Well,
I
we
get to
may as
see
well
what
just
you
do it
can
again
say.
and not film it. We just do this every week.
What? Yeah, I don't know if I can keep throwing up foam on my carpet every week. I don't know what my parents are going to make too much of that. But, oh, he's just in the spare room glugging beers down again, having an interview. Yeah. But no, we should do this more.
I know, it would be great to, man. But for this time, I think we are done, mate. So
We
thank
are.
you very much. Take
I'm
care of
gonna get
yourself.
this-
Good luck with
I'm
the
gonna-
record.
Thank you. Yeah, good luck with the show. I look forward to seeing this. Well, I look forward to reading the comments anyway. And we'll do it again soon. Have me back.
Amazing, Woody. Thanks very much for your time, my
No
man.
worries.
Great to see
Take
you.
care.
Take care.
See you
See you
soon.
later,
Take care, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Next week's guest is a guy called Gordon Morrison. Gordon is a drummer in the British heavy metal band Raging Speedhorn. They have a bit of a reputation for drinking, so hopefully see you again next week. Take it easy.